Everybody, DayTraderRockStar here, and this video we're going to be talking about something a little bit different than I normally deal with on DayTradingRadio. I pride myself on great setups, divergent setups, on quality names, type of sleep well at night, and and really good swing trades that our ultimate trade is a good divergence trade that lasts about 3 to 5 days. And that's what the high probability methodology is really based off of. There's so many examples and so many stocks that we trade on our swing trade, and just today we got out of SWK, Stanley Black & Decker, and again, the same thing. We had a divergence set up, a nice double bottom divergence, a trend line, a wedge pattern, and a big move out of this. And this was this was kind of something I was really banging the table on, and we took profits today. And these setups are coming left and right, even seeing some in Coca-Cola. These type of names are really getting some good action on. Just understanding where to get into these setups. Harley Davidson, HOG, starting to move up off of divergences. So these are names that you typically know, but we'd like to get into them. Like I got into Harley Davidson last week, and we've starting to get that nice grind up. So it takes about 3 to 5 days to get the full effect of that divergence and that follow through, and that's great. But today, and over the last week, we've been, concentrating on certain stocks that I get notified of that are really in play. These momentum trades. Now, it started off with the BLNK. Well, it actually started off with the Veru back in the day. We got that at 132. It actually went all the way at 132, all the way up to 225. Which is a fantastic thing. And we're still holding it because we know big things are coming down the road on that. But that's another one. That's not in play right now. Remember, we're looking at stocks that are in play, and we mean the volume spike on these, low flow. Just a couple the criteria for this is definitely different from an HPS type of setup. This requires a very cheap price that attracts a lot of day traders in there. It's usually under a couple dollars, under $3, and usually there's some news or something out there that causes a spike in volume, and everyone jumps in here, and we can catch these things early, and it just feeds up. And like today, well, I'll go over Blink, recent one. So again, typically these are stocks that we could go back and say that, hey, these things had history back here, $30, $20, and the next thing you know, you find it down here at $2 or $3. And when the news comes out, a lot of people are thinking, wow, this thing, all it needs to do, we're not going to look at $30, we're not going to look at $20. Well, I want to get $1 out of a $2 stock. I mean, that's a home run any way you look at it. And and when you get that initial spike in volume, we get in it. Now you have a choice of actually holding on to it for a follow through, and that typically happens, especially if there is news. This BLNK, Blink Charging, was news that they were doing a deal with I think Whole Food Mart, Tesla charging stations and stuff, and the news came out, and then if there is legitimate news behind that, that makes it even better, because then we tend to get that follow through. So imagine getting into this one, at $2, $3 and trading up to $4, $5. I mean, these are doubles. These are doubles, unheard of, but very could be done, because we've taken 3 in the last couple of weeks. BLNK was one. The OPHC is the other one. OP. And we were able to catch that for a 40% move. Again, I get alerted to them very early in the morning. So the best time to get these is probably between, getting ready around 9 o'clock before the market opens, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. But right around, we want to understand they usually come in between 9 o'clock, sometimes earlier, 8 o'clock to like 10 o'clock. We start to see these things start to pop up on the radar. And we're going to be concentrating on those. These are going to be coming in more and more. I actually got some good sources that I'm working with that could put us on these really, really fast. It's just a matter of adjusting your trading style to that. And again, just to kind of let you know that we will be taking these. It'll be fast-moving stocks. We don't get married to them. These are totally opposite of the HPS methodology, but this doesn't mean we can't do both. Can't do both. That was the one. And today, happy to say the SNES here nailed it. Got in at 59 cents. Look where it went, $1.25. But scaled out on the way up, took a little bit more off, holding a little into the close, because this is another situation where you had some news. The stock recently traded at $10. It's only $1. It was only 54 cents. I got in at 59 cents. A lot of people got in the room. Day Trading Radio got in at 60-cent level, and we took profits at $1 and change, and then $1.20, and then holding some into tomorrow, which is now already trading up $1.50, I believe. What's there? $1.50 right now after hours. So this is a big opportunity for us here. A big opportunity. I just want to point out that, I'm happy to say that we're going to be kind of bringing you these type of setups and trying to make sure that it's a little bit dangerous in a case where you don't want to be too aggressive, because you don't want to fall. Lots of times you'll get a pop and then it'll sell off. These are a little bit different type of setup, but we also, don't go for the pure pump and dump. So I'm trying to get the stocks out there that have general news in them that will get a follow through. The best scenario is to get it in early, take some profits, let the rest run, and see how it's acting into the end of the day. If you have a stock that's actually holding up after, and riding that 20-50 period moving average going into the close, especially into the last hour, there's a good shot that you're going to get an after-hour move on this. And this, again, it did. I mean, look where it closed here, 122. Now it's up to 150 and pushing higher. So these are still tradable stocks, and it feels great to be able to hit it out of the park like this. So tomorrow, expected another one. Can't put my finger on it yet. It needs to get disseminated, and we're going to be watching for it early in the morning. So keep an eye out for these type of setups. Make sure that your platforms are set up for this. There's a different type of trading. It's fast trading. It's just you get a good profit. The big percentages that you get on this is amazing. So when you think about getting into something at 59 cents and taking off at 79 cents, I mean that's a big percentage move. And when we talk about getting in 59 cents and taking off at $1, it's even a huge percent. And $1.50, I mean, you're talking unbelievable stocks to be set up. So I'm running some scans. I'm going to have a live scanner running on the show. Something similar to this is going to give us updated stocks that are on the move and giving us these returns, and we're going to analyze them fast. So it'll be part of the show in the morning, and everything else will remain the same. The HPS setups will continue to work, and we'll continue to put those out. But also look for some new lower price stocks. I'm going to probably do some educational videos on how to adjust your platforms to trade them more effectively. Do some scans. I'll show you some scans that I'm going to use. I'm going to put some of my scans to work tomorrow. Live, so you can watch them and see what comes up on the scans. I saw one here earlier today that I'm liking. Let's see how this performs tomorrow. A little pop again. You can see this one recently traded up here about 2016, 2017, $5, trading at 62 cents. Volume spike and a little pop. We'll see if we have to dig down a little bit deeper, but stocks like this that could give us a big bang for the buck. So that's going to be in focus tomorrow. Day Trading Radio. And let's see what else. Market closed higher today. It was a great day overall. Everything worked out good. It was a fantastic day. So happy to start off the week on such a good note. I think most of the members who got into the SNES here got over, or maybe even 100% on their trade. I was seeing people post in the room that they were taking half off or a quarter off on 100% move. 100% move. Wow, awesome, good job. All right, so that's it. I'm going to see you bright and early tomorrow. I'm going to be working on the scans tonight. Maybe I'll be on a little bit later. But nothing official right now. So have a great evening. Enjoy those profits, and we'll see you at DayTradingRadio.com bright and early tomorrow morning.